3, 2, 1.
Come on.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it. What it is.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
Kicking this game around like
Another
soccer. Another knocker.
Kick this game around like soccer. Pull up a chair.
Hello, and welcome to Burbeck and Garrettson.
Burbeck and Garrison. Yo,
Right.
yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. He's here.
Guys, welcome to another episode. We have some fun stuff today. We're filming, which we haven't done in a while.
Special guest.
You're welcome.
And we have a special guest. We have Club Dirty on tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Can we say your real name?
I would hit a button, but I don't know.
Dustin. Dustin is his name. You guys probably didn't even know that.
I
I
knew that
did.
just from the orders, but a lot of people don't.
That's Dustin.
I wonder if they know this is the dude who's making all of our gear, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Making all of our-
Right on. We were having trouble with the gear before you, man. That shit was ridiculous.
The compliments too on the gear since has been
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
phenomenal.
Crazy.
People loving this shit. That's dope.
And the fact that you never get an order wrong. You never, like, even my sister's shirts, they came out so perfect. Like, you're quick, you're
Yeah,
efficient, it's dope.
He doesn't charge us $1 a bag.
He's like, well, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll start.
He's like, wait, that's what you
He
get?
probably added it in.
Dust, what do you think about these crazy ass orders with like a armadillo on Burbeck and Garrettson?
or,
Are you
or
like,
a, or a fucking bull rider.
what the fuck are these dudes doing over there?
No, it's cool as long as it's a simple design.
Yeah.
It's easy to make that.
The armadillo one, that shit right there. I was loving it. man.
Armadillo.
Armadillo dick.
Yeah, we had got special requests for them. I told them no.
Yeah, that's a one-off right there, man.
Specialty.
All right, so let's get into kind of what you do. I know that we have the alcohol in front of you. So what do you do?
Basically just alcohol content. Started out, my intention was to learn how to make cocktails and stuff. And then people started throwing drink suggestions at me. Those would get a shitload of views compared to the other ones. So I just ran with that.
So what was like your first video you put out? Was it on YouTube, and was it like you trying to make a drink, or?
The very first video I ever put out was this dude said, let me see your guys' cologne collections. So I did it, and that shit went viral. I don't know why, but
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I have quite a bit of cologne, but that went off, and then I was watching a lot of alcohol content, and it was during the pandemic, bored out of my mind, being paid to sit at home, and I was like, let me try to. I think I'm gonna try to do this, and I bought some shit to do it, and I told my son about it, and then I just kind of forgot about it, and then he kept saying, I thought you were gonna get on there and do it. So finally, I did it. I did it for a couple of weeks, and I felt hella awkward. And I mean, if you look at my first videos, I look awkward as fuck. But I was like, oh, I'm not going to do this no more. And then all of a sudden, one of them took off. And then I was like, holy shit. And then a marketing company hit me and was like, hey, you want to be a brand ambassador? We'll hook you up with new brands of alcohol.
That's dope.
So I was like, let me try that out. And man, it just took off from there.
And where did you get the name from, Club Dirty?
So, well, Dirty was kind of the street name given to me, and I've always had a bar in my house, a pretty substantial bar, so I just always called it Club Dirty.
That's awesome.
That's tight.
Nice.
You know what's hella crazy too is like before I knew that, you know, you had known Ron, and Ron, you know, just like had this connection. I had been seeing your videos on YouTube, and there was only like 2 like alcohol, you know, like channels that would pop up. It'd be yours, and then another guy that like puts weird shit in alcohol and leaves it for like a week or a month or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then but your shit would just like pop up all the time too. And I was like, just, you know, always seen it. And then one podcast we were talking about it, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have my boy come and you know, come and be on the podcast. And I was like, oh no shit. I was like, I've seen him on YouTube and everything too. I'm like, that's hella dope. It's crazy just like how that, you know, kind of like all
Yeah,
works
the
out
small
too.
world.
Super small world. Yeah.
It's a trip because how I met Dustin and how I found out what he was doing was I'm good friends with his dad. Van, you guys all met Van. Van's cool
We
as
love
fuck.
Van.
And that's how I heard about him. And then so Van kept talking about it, and I'm like, man, let me go check this out, man. And I fucking started watching it, and I fucking really liked it. And I told Van, I'm like, man, your fucking son's got something there, man. He was like, man, he's thinking about quitting his job and doing this full time. And I told him to go for it. Like, this doesn't come around often. And fucking next thing I know, you quit your fucking job and
That's dope.
So was that a little scary for you, like quitting your job to just give this your all?
Yeah, it was. It got to the point to where both. I mean, I was paid pretty well for what I did in my job, but both were bringing in the same amount of revenue. So I was like, but I felt myself slacking at work. You know, I wasn't giving it my all because I was just exhausted from doing both.
Right.
So I was like, one's got to give. So I actually went to my mom and dad's like, what do you think? My dad's like, this is your opportunity to be your own boss. Go for it. My mom's like, nope, do your job.
Yeah, play it safe.
That's what's stable.
Right.
And then, so I just thought about it. I was like, man, if I could leave now on my job on good terms, and so it's always there if I want to go back. And I just made the decision. I told him, I put in my notice, and I let him talk me in almost 4 months of staying at the job. Till finally I said, okay, I got to go. They kept finding reasons, well, can you stay another couple of weeks? And
Right.
so I finally did it, and man,
What type of work was it, if you're okay with saying?
I was in retail management.
he sold drugs.
Yes. Selling drugs.
I'm lying.
That's what every drug.
That's what I did.
But you said you have kids, right?
I have one son, yeah.
That is so awesome though, because you're also showing your son that there's like you can be your own boss and like have your own like stable income doing something you actually enjoy doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him involved so he could kind of.
Build his own.
Yeah.
Well,
branch off
I've
his own.
seen him do a couple of videos, and I've seen him in a couple of your videos, and you guys like tried out snacks and little kid drinks and all kinds of little shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
How did those do?
Those they did really well actually.
Really?
And then, but he did a lot sampling sodas, and they're not hitting as hard as when. I think the key thing was letting the kids talk more, because when that one I did with Nova, when she was just rambling on and just all the funny shit that came out of her mouth, that video like took off. So I think you got to play with it a little bit, which is kind of what I did with my content at first. I kept trying new things until to figure out what hit. So got to do that with that. But yeah.
It sounds like it kind of, you had a little bit of success right out the gate, huh? Like as soon as you was like, all right, I'm going to put out a little bit of content, I'm going to do it a little serious, you had people kind of hitting you right away.
Yeah, it was. I think I got to 1,000 followers, and it got kind of stagnant. And that's where, at the point where I was like, oh, this isn't gonna work. And then I had that video hit, and I just jumped to 10,000 followers, and that's when a marketing company hit me.
Damn.
And then it just, I mean, there's a couple content creators that I kind of got inspired by. There's one called Jones a Man. I don't know if you ever saw his content. And there's One Big Pikey. One Big Pikey's more of a, he's just slamming like big glasses, doing drop shots, and pretty wild. So they're kind of the ones I watched. And there was a lot of other content creators that were higher than me, and it was like all of a sudden I blew right past them, and
Nice.
I was kind of at their level, and like within like a year I was at 250,000 followers on TikTok, and
What are you at now?
on TikTok at 450, something like that.
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, TikTok's a struggle because they keep going back and forth with, being real restrictive with alcohol content, and then they loosen up, and then they're restrictive again. Like right now, they're not pushing my content at all. And then Facebook, I started posting a little bit on Facebook. It wasn't doing anything, so I almost stopped there too. And then all of a sudden, I had one take off there now, and now I just broke 600,000 on Facebook.
Nice.
That's awesome. I think that's kind of how social media is. It will have its high and lows, and
Yeah, and then with the marketing company I work for, I was just killing it with sales, and I never pictured myself as like a salesman, but man, it just took off, and I mean, I was making enough just to live off the commission I was making there.
That's awesome, man.
and you actually enjoy like doing this.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome. So my question for you is, has your what is that, like your alcohol intake, like how much? Because like I'm
Yeah, has
thinking
it
if I did
increased a
what you
lot?
did, I would be so fucked up. But I'm just such a lightweight. Like, has that increased over time?
You know what's funny is I probably drink less now
Really?
that I'm doing this than I did before.
Wow.
Because if I'm just kicking it, I'm like, oh, I want to have a drink. I'm like, well, I got to film it. I can't just kick back and have it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then and then when a lot of people assume I'm just consuming all this alcohol, but if you look, I
Yeah, you don't have to finish it.
Yeah, so
So you just pour the rest down the fucking drain?
pretty much.
I mean, what about those ones like where I've seen you like, oh, that's fucking good. So do you ever finish them?
Occasionally, but most of the time, if my son's there, I'll let him try it, and as soon as I cut off the camera. But yeah, so a day of drinking with friends, I'll consume probably more in a whole month I do in videos.
That's crazy. Is there like any drinks that you have had that have become like more of a staple to your life because you liked it that much just from trying it off a video?
No, like I was telling them, I'm more of a lot of the stuff is real sweet, and I'll enjoy the drink, but it's not. It's like too sweet for me to.
Be like a daily
I'm an
drinker.
old man now. I can't.
You're not gonna be drinking it all day long, huh?
I'm gonna wake up fucked up the next day
Right.
if I do that. So I'm more of just like a sipping on a whiskey.
Right.
I've gotten into like añejo tequilas and the aged rums. So that's more of my speed. If I'm just kicking back, chilling. If I'm with my
Right.
friends, almost all of them are off of tequila. So that's usually what I'm sipping on.
Right. I like watching your videos. I enjoy them because I think there's so many drinks out there that people don't know about. Or like even I was one of those people where when I walk up to a bar, I don't know what I'm getting. And I'd go to my Uncle Ron and be like, make me something I'd like because I have no idea what I'm ordering. So the other day, me and my friend were looking at what to get. And I was like, okay, let's go watch Club Dirty and we can find something to make.
Yeah, and that's what's cool is I've tried stuff I'd never ever be able to try. I mean, I didn't know there were so many brands and so many different types of stuff, and this kind of gives you access. You got all kinds of. I mean, my DM's constantly full of, will you try my drink? Will you try it? And I'm trying to slow down on that. Kind of what I was trying to do was the big brands, I'll charge you for a video. The smaller brands, try to help out the smaller brands, but then they get so. Will you do another video? You only did one video. I gave you a $20 bottle.
Oh God.
You only did one video, or when's that video going to be posted? Hey, I sent you that bottle. You haven't posted that video. It's like, oh my God, I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah, it's a $20 bottle, man.
I had one that I agreed it was a vodka, and I really wish I wanted to post the video. They gave me a little tiny bottle. I was like, I did the video, and I was like, that's kind of like an insult.
You gave me a damn airplane size bottle.
Like the little travel one.
Yeah, the ones that are on the liquor store counter right there.
Yeah.
Last thought.
Get them for $1, you know. Fuck.
So I know you said you've always had like a pretty nice bar in your house with like pretty loaded up. Do you think your alcohol education has grown since you started doing this? Like you've learned more and invested more time in like learning about different alcohols and
Oh
stuff?
yeah, tremendously.
That's awesome.
A lot more, yeah. There's,
You know what my favorite videos of you are is like when somebody's talking shit and like in your comments and you start getting on them and then you'll fucking make a video. I fucking love that shit.
you know,
I love when you get on people's heads.
yeah, got to get petty sometimes. You got to be real careful how you word it though, because those
Nowadays.
Cancel you. Yeah. Has that been like a weird transition though too for you? Like, I mean, because technically, I mean, you're kind of like, you know, pretty big on social media. Like, do you feel like you have to kind of cater a lot of the things that you do post or say because you don't want to, like, you know, I mean, this is your job, right? You don't want to like ruin that in any way, you know? So like really just being careful and mindful of like the things that you say or do.
Yeah, I try to stay completely out of anything political, anything religious. Although my well goddamn pisses a lot of people off.
Yeah, it does.
Really?
Does it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
But, and you know, I'm not religious at all, but if they really understood what in God's name, using God's name in vain really meant, it's not saying, well, goddamn, one, God's his title. I don't know, can't remember what his name is, but God, that's not his name. And in vain, I'm not saying it in vain. I'm just,
You're using it as a compliment.
yeah.
You're like, chill the fuck out, man.
Oh, they go
I
nuts,
don't,
too.
man.
But I think
I
that's
can
the thing with
imagine.
social media. Like no matter what you would have said, it would have had someone has something to say about it.
Oh, yeah, all kinds of, they talk about
The flat billed brims.
Yeah.
They talk about
really?
that. Yeah.
How old are you and you're wearing that? But they'll be like from the Midwest somewhere. It's like, I'm from Cali. This is where this all started.
Right.
Sorry, I'm not wearing a fucking cowboy hat or some shit, you know, like the fuck.
Yeah. Because it took off there last year. It's been going on here.
Yeah, forever.
How was it like adjusting to that? Like where you have to kind of just take the bad insults and ignore them and.
It was a little rough because, well, you know, my
He
dad-
doesn't ignore a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't ignore, but I was always taught you demand respect, and you know,
For
so
sure.
so it's kind of hard to bite your tongue sometimes. But and like I said, you know, Facebook pays for content, so they'll cut that right off if you. That's why you got to be real tricky on how you word everything. And at first, I kept getting cut off. I go
Yeah.
like 3 months without getting paid from them, and so
Right. So you kind
No,
of had to
real-
learn like, let me just ignore it so I get paid.
learned all the keywords they look for and all that stuff. So yeah.
That's awesome.
How did you, now that we're like, you know, talking about it, like, how did you come up with that? Like, is that just something you just naturally said? And I think it kind of is like a catchphrase in a way. Like,
It is a
You know what I mean? Like, that's your catchphrase. Like, did you expect it to kind of like be like that, or, you know? It's just something you just say in general. Because I know, like, I'll say that or like, well, shit, you know, like it's just something I just naturally say, you know. But
Yeah, it's kind of watching. When I would watch who was successful, they almost always had a catchphrase. So, and I knew that if I made sure I said it, you know, when I really liked something, you know, the potential for merch with all that was there.
for sure, yeah.
Oh, so you had that? I thought that was just something that kind of fucking that you didn't give it a second thought. I just thought that was something you said, and you know, and fucking it just kind of took off.
No, I would say it occasionally, but not like.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't say it all. I hear all my friends say it more than I do when I'm out and about, but it's just mostly when I'm
Like whenever like you come up with people and they always like, yeah, I know that dude. Well, goddamn, you know, they always.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing they say when
Yeah.
people walk up to me. Hey, you're that. Well, goddamn.
Do people recognize you a lot?
Oh yeah.
How's that?
It's getting it's weird. It was kind of weird at first. So when it first took off, me and my girlfriend at the time and my son and his girl, we went to Frisco, and we're walking towards the pier, and we're waiting for the thing to cross the street, and these people come crossing from the other side. You know, normally they'd walk around behind you or whatever. Well, all these dudes people were walking in front of me, so I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Because they're like damn near brushing up on me, and one is just walking by me like this. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I tell my girl, hold this. I had like a bag or something. I walked up and said, what the fuck is your problem? He goes, you're Club Dirty.
You're like, my bad, yeah.
So that's happened a couple times because, you know, it's like, just say something. Don't just
For
mean
sure.
me. Yeah.
Right.
But, yeah, it's the other day I went to Winco and I was stopped like 10 times in there.
Wow, that's
cool.
crazy, dude.
And the butcher was like, hey, from across the store. Anything you need. Oh, and just all excited. And it's like, trips me out. I'm like, some guy that drinks on the internet.
Oh, that's
That
dope,
is
though.
crazy, man. I'd be kind of blown away. Just like, because even, I mean, that is a lot of followers, but then for that to like translate into just everyday activities and getting recognized, man, that has to be fucking weird.
Yeah, and there's people with millions of followers that I've done like a duet with or whatever, and they'll say, man, I went out and people are saying, oh, you did that video with Club Dirty. I'm like, what about me?
You got more
Oh,
followers.
yeah, it's kind of trippy.
Do you ever get to the point where you're like, oh, I don't really want to go to the store right now because I don't want to have to run into anyone or like entertain anyone?
It hasn't been bad, except the only thing is like, you know, you don't want to run in your pajamas or something.
Right. That's what I was thinking. I love dressing like a bum all the time. So I feel like
Yeah,
I'd
you
be
do.
like, oh God, I do not want to go out right now.
You know, it was funny when one of my sons met him for the first time. He like walked up and shook his hand. And he said, like, man, I'm a fan of yours. You know what I mean? Like, so I seen it firsthand, like where, you know, like he's like got like some celebrity status type shit. That was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, well, what's funny is not too long ago, my friend, I haven't been around him in a while, but we were good friends in high school. He sends me the video of me. He goes, this dude looks dead.
Wow.
That is me.
They're like, what the fuck are you joking?
That is hella funny. So you have some drinks for us to try. You want to go into them and explain what they are? And
Yeah, so this is Soda Jerk. This is one of the brands. I actually bought this brand because of I think it was Jones the Man, another content creator. He had it, and I was like, that shit look good, so I ordered it, tried it, and I was like, oh, this shit's for 70 proof. You know, the flavor for orange cream and root beer is on point. So then that's one of the, and it ended up being that marketing company that reached out, worked with them. So, and they're real cool people. It's made down in Southern California. The two owners are cool as hell too.
Nice.
So yeah, it's
They sell this at Bevmo and everything?
So Total Wine has it now. I don't know if Bevmo's got it yet, but they're a fairly new company, so they're still expanding. In fact, they just reached out to me. They were in Alabama or Arkansas, hitting a bunch of stores out there, getting them set up. And he goes, "Man, everybody is walking in saying we saw this on Club Dirty."
Nice,
dope.
dude.
That was kinda cool.
crazy,
that
man.
is
that's
so
tight.
crazy.
So they make this in Southern California?
Yeah.
Why was I thinking they made it up in Canada?
Oh, I don't know.
Where was you?
Man, I don't know. I just thought it was fucking from Canada somehow.
Let me check out one of the bottles real quick.
And what does 70 proof mean? Just because I know nothing about alcohol.
So that's one thing.
Damn,
I
this
found
is
out.
ice cold, dude.
So it's 35% alcohol.
Okay.
So the alcohol by volume is 35%. So it means 35% of this is alcohol, and the proof is double that. So 70 proof. So I found out doing this that we're the only country that goes by proof. Everybody else goes by the ABV.
Oh, okay. And compared to like another, like a similar drink to this, is that like similar range?
So it's vodka based.
Okay.
So normally vodka would be 80 proof, 40%.
Okay.
Flavored vodkas, there's some that are 70, but usually the flavoring's not, you don't really get a lot of the flavor. And they go down to as low as 50%, or 50 proof, 25%.
Right.
But for being 70 proof, the flavor's on point.
I'm excited to try it.
You guys, who's all trying? I know
I'm
you're
I
definitely,
can't try it.
I'm definitely trying.
I think that's weird though that like we do percentages on beer, but we don't do percentages on like the liquor. They're like, no,
America always has to do shit different. Man. You know what I mean? You go over there and fucking talk 80 proof. They're like, what the fuck does that mean?
Dre, did you want to try one?
Hell yeah, get off in this. So what
I don't
are
like
we?
Dre sitting over there. I like when Dre's at the table cracking jokes,
I told him.
talking about his uncle's loofah and shit.
So who put it? Was this one a suggestion to you? This particular mix right here?
Well, then, I'm gonna just let you guys try this out just so you see.
Oh, okay, all right. This
But,
is just
yeah, I got a
you.
a combo.
we got a little. So this is just straight up the orange
This is
flavor.
the orange cream.
Oh, let me get that for you.
Thank you, thank you,
It
sir.
smells really good.
it does. Got a nice little orange creamsicle smell to it.
Can I smell?
Yeah,
Yeah, I might have poured you guys too much, but
it's all right. I'm gonna still take.
I've been curious about this since this is one of the ones that you use frequently, and so I've always been curious about it.
yeah, a lot of the brands you try it, and I'll like it, but I'll get feedback from people. Oh, why'd you say that was good? That's not good.
I've heard one of those about the orange.
Yeah, well, this is a brand I probably get that the least from. A lot of them, taste is subjective. Not everybody
Right,
like this.
right.
I mean, I've seen
Absolutely.
you do probably at least a dozen with this brand, and I've only heard of one. I read it in your comments. Somebody said something negative, but everybody else was very positive about it.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Everybody.
Cheers. I cheated and already tasted it. It was pretty good. Shit's pretty good. That's really good.
Yeah,
it's
for
not
being-
like super sweet, you know what I mean? But it's not like hella hard, like strong alcohol either.
I like it because I was expecting like a bitch ass drink.
Yeah, it's thicker than I thought it would have been.
It is like a little syrupy, but
This shit reminds me of a dessert.
Yes, literally, that's what it
Fucking
reminds
put
me.
a
Like you would
scoop of
make it
vanilla
with
ice
cake.
cream in it.
Straight up, like throw this on top of some vanilla ice cream or
a little
something.
fucking
man.
float, you know,
I did that a video with blending it with vanilla ice cream for a shake.
like a little milkshake. That would,
Oh,
yeah,
I
that
bet
would
it
be
was
good as
fire,
good?
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hell
think
yeah.
that would taste perfect with it.
I've also seen you mix it with this alcohol that came in this brown bottle, and it has like and how they used to cork old beer, like on a metal.
Oh yeah, with the flip top.
And they're like creams.
That's another brand I'm working with, Marcotte.
Marcotte?
They're out of Oregon. Yeah, that's a vanilla cream. That shit tastes dead on like vanilla ice cream. So when you put that in here,
Oh my
I
goodness,
should have brought a bottle of that too. They just sent me another bottle.
It looked good.
that would be fire, dude.
In both of these.
That shit would be the 50-50, huh? The 50-50 creamsicle.
Which one?
The peanut butter flavor alcohol. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
That's screwball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been working a lot with that too lately. You've been mixing it.
I've used it a lot. Never actually worked with them. They, I was hoping to at one point, but they send me hella swag and shit. But yeah,
Nice.
So you'll have just random companies sending you swag, wanting it up in their videos and shit, or your videos, or
Yeah.
that's their hope, I guess.
well, a lot of what Screwball was kind of like, thank you for featuring our product here. We will send you some shit. Is basically what that was. So I'll get a lot of that. And then, like I said, a lot of the new brands will want to send something. It's kind of you'll get to try it while giving us some exposure as well.
Yeah, they'll send you a baby bottle and be like, "I want 12 videos.
Are these the-
Here is one shot of vodka. I want 20 videos, and I want you to talk about us nonstop
And wear the shirt.
for a month."
Are these the two flavors that they have, or do they have other other types?
No, these are just the two flavors they have now. I think they have. They said they were working on some other ones, but they really want to get
Those start.
established everywhere first, and then they'll work on
Yeah.
getting the
Well, to me, it's getting pretty established because I even have this a commercial or whatever, an ad that comes across my social media feed, and maybe that's why I thought it was from fucking Canada. and I still don't know
Because
why.
you get strictly Canadian feed on your shit, or
All I
what?
fuck with is Canadian shit.
Yeah.
But that, yeah. So I'm thinking it's getting pretty big. The name is building because maybe I just watch you too much, but I did get an ad on social media about Soda Jerk.
Okay, but for someone like myself that knows nothing about alcohol, the way that you explained that drink was like perfect because, like Dre was saying, when I first started drinking it, I thought it was gonna be like, okay, quotation marks, because Dre said this, a bitch drink, like just very sweet, like you can't really taste the alcohol. And you can like, it literally hits you almost like whiskey does, where you feel it down here, but then you also taste like that exact orange sickle. Like you explained that perfectly. You get like both of them.
Best of both. It's like a 50-50 split.
You guys
It's not-
try the root beer. I'd like to see you guys.
So I feel like most like alcohols like this, where they're like a sweet kind of mixer. Is this like a sipper or mixer or both?
It says shot.
Their intent was as a shooter.
Yeah,
Their motto is pour, shoot, repeat.
nice. Because I feel like the majority of alcohol like that is lower, right? It's gonna be like a 30%, so it'll be like 60 or even lower, huh?
Yeah, a lot of vodkas are 50 and 60 proof.
Yeah.
So
So that's why you taste this.
yeah,
I like it.
and for being 70 proof, the flavor does come through pretty well.
Yeah,
It
that
does,
was
yeah.
crazy.
I think it works really well as a mixer and not just.
Oh,
a
I'm
shot,
sure it
But
is.
just,
Oh, yeah.
like when I seen you do it with that what's that brand from Oregon you just mentioned?
Marcotte.
Mark, man, that to me, man, like I don't drink, but that shit looks delicious when you fucking.
I think that's the thing though too. It's like it can work as both. You know what I mean? Like you can just take shots of that, or you can mix it up and fucking put it in. You know, like do a shot with something else too to kind of like just make it.
I
even
want to
better.
try this orange one with the vanilla one you was talking
Yeah.
about. That shit sounds like it would be fire.
Like
That,
a
that
root
would
beer
be like
float.
a straight alcohol dessert.
It's like a root beer
Man,
float.
even if you just got
Damn, that
ice and
smells just
poured
like
that
root beer, too.
Over it, man, that seems like it'd be really good just over some ice.
I think I would like it with vanilla ice cream blended, like he made it. I feel like that
Well,
sounds
that-
delicious.
like an alcohol milkshake.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
A little boozy
right?
shake. Why isn't there a fucking company that's doing that? You know, like
Oh, I'm sure
some
it's
kind of restaurant where they make fucking alcoholic milkshakes.
Well,
People
It
probably
just
fucked
started,
up.
and they're gonna hear this shit, and it's gonna be.
Already LLC'd. Sorry.
There's one girl who does something very similar that you do. I don't remember her name, but she had alcohol flavored whipped creams.
Oh yeah, Cardi B.
Oh, Cardi B.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, and she was like
They do
testing
little
out
shots
the-
of it.
Yeah, well, she was first, she's like, I want to try it. She sprayed some of it in her mouth, and then I believe she mixed it in a drink or topped
Mm-hmm.
it on a drink or something. And
I actually like it. Have
I
you
know
tried
it took her one whole can to spray it on her nipples. She
Fucking
got the
sand
biggest.
dollars.
She got the biggest nipples on the planet.
and they're ugly.
So what's funny is I had a drink suggestion with that whip shots, and I was doing it and it wouldn't work. And people were telling me, "Oh, you refrigerated it?" No, I did it. I followed the instructions. So they come and I'm like, "Hey, get on our DM. We want to take care of you." That was all for show.
Oh
I
damn.
DM'd them and they never responded to me.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I've had it before. It's good, but it's
But we won't say that because they don't get any free promotion.
but there's there's hardly any alcohol content in it.
yeah.
It says 10% on there, but you figure you're also mixing in air once you're doing that.
Right.
But yeah, but I mean the novelty aspect of it's gonna make it so. Anyways.
Right.
But back
And
to
it's got the big backing too. You know, so
But back to the milkshakes, there is a company called Tipsy Scoop. They make ice cream that's
oh no shit.
alcohol infused.
Oh, I gotta try this. Have you tried it? Have you done a video with it?
Yeah, they sent me one a while back. It was a passion fruit one. It was really good. I mean, it's only 5%.
But whatever, that's cool.
Nice little summertime. You know,
Yeah,
little thing.
hell yeah, exactly. Or,
That's dope.
or a little mixer.
Yeah, I thought it was genius when Truly started doing the Truly Pops because for
I
summertime,
didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, I
yeah,
never knew
for
that. either.
summertime it's perfect because it's like an Otter Pop but with alcohol in it
Oh,
or
yeah.
Truly's.
I'm down.
That's smart. Nice little camping fucking
Yeah,
snacks and
it's
shit.
perfect for stuff like that. Are you guys ready to try this next one? I'm
do
a
it.
little scared.
Another
It
cheers.
smells good. It smells hella like
Root beer. Oh yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's straight up root beer. The alcohol, like that, like alcohol burn is a lot less on this one too.
That's vodka in here?
Yeah, it's vodka based.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Ray, why are you making that face?
It's not Hennessy.
Nah.
Man, I wish I could try that shit.
I mean,
I think
One
I
little
like
sip
the
ain't
root
gonna
beer
hurt you.
one more.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I like the root beer one.
I
a
like
little
them
bit better.
both. I don't have a favorite yet out of the two, but I do want the orange with the vanilla. That shit seems
I
like
want
it.
this one with vanilla too. It'd be like
Oh
literally
fuck,
I
a root
like a
beer
root beer
float.
float.
Yeah.
Damn.
and they're both creamy, like in a weird way. Like they're creamier.
Yeah. Have you mixed these two together?
The two, no.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I was just
You
wondering.
never
I was
know.
like, yeah, you
a
never
new
know.
flavor right there.
All right, let's try it out.
Well, goddamn. Let's see. Here we go.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's not
I
bad.
thought you were gonna
Well,
do it.
goddamn.
There it is.
What did it taste like?
Like an orange root beer.
Yeah, it's like root beer kind of overpowers it, but
Yeah.
Root beer is a
it's not
dominant
bad.
flavor, man.
It
The
is.
root beer with the vanilla, though, fuck, man.
yeah, that'd be
These
hella
would be
bomb.
fire, man.
I'm gonna drink again.
No, you're
Pour me a double.
Pour it up.
I don't want to get drunk.
So I know you've already had it, but when you just tried it, were they what you were expecting it to be, or like what was the difference from what you were expecting it, if not?
I don't know. I get honestly from like a small upcoming brand, I would think it like we would have to hype it or something. Maybe it's good. But no, that shit is good. The orange shit is good. Like I feel like I would take shots of that. I don't know about all fucking night, but it's good. It's good alcohol.
What about you, Eric?
No, I mean I agree. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I was thinking it was either gonna be like on either end of like super syrupy and sweet, or like hella just overpowering vodka taste. You know what I mean?
I think that this shit would be a hit at one of our family parties.
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah.
I
For
figured our
sure.
whole family.
Oh, that's getting
would,
knocked down.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I agree though too. Like it's one of those things where it's like you can only have a couple shots of that shit though too, because if you're drinking all night, tomorrow's gonna
No,
fucking
you don't
suck.
want to do that with stuff like that.
You're gonna be fucking whooped.
There's always gonna be that one chick.
Yeah,
Waiting for you. You want one more?
I feel like it was a great mixture. I feel like the shooter aspect of it is exactly like if I walked into a bar and I wanted just a little shooter, me and Skylar would order something like this and be
happy.
that
Yeah.
this is what we got, rather than like I love lemon drop shooters, and I think I'd be just as happy with one of these. And lemon drop shooters are my favorite.
So I haven't seen this in any bars yet. Is that gonna become a thing or?
I would think so. Maybe as it gains popularity.
When's Club Dirty putting out its own brand of alcohol? I know you're thinking about this.
You know, I had a. I don't want to talk shit about anybody, but
Go ahead.
Please do.
encouraged.
well, guy I was working with when I first took off and I started working with the marketing company and all that, he was like, "Let's do a line of whiskeys." We were going to start off with a rum barrel aged whiskey, and then he goes, "Okay, you know, I almost sent him $10,000 too because
Damn.
we had investors and all that, but then he said he was going to cover my 10. He goes, "I'll just cover your 10 for now." But and I'm glad I didn't do it. And he had done shit with other people, so I thought it was all good or whatever. And he goes, "So in 2 months we'll have samples to you." And then he goes, "So start thinking about a name, blah 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 blah." So I was all juiced. I was calling everyone, "I'm about to have my own liquor." Well, then it passed the 2 months, so I called the dude and I was like, "What's going on? Is this still happening?" He goes, "Oh yeah, it's just not that easy to source the stuff." And I'm like, "Well, you were talking like you already had it sourced, and you were sending me samples." And then he just strung it out. Rather than just telling me he was getting out of the business completely, the dude was a douchebag and strung it out.
That's
for everyone.
fucked.
Shit, he should have took your money.
Do
If he
you
was-
think? Do you think it's something you like eventually do want to do?
Oh yeah, it would be a cool thing.
Yeah.
For sure. That seems fun, man. Have your own line. I want to do a Burbeck and Garrettson bourbon.
Fuck
That shit would be dope, man.
If you were to do your own liquor, what would it be? Like what? Like whiskey, tequila?
Probably like a whiskey. I think the tequila's kind of oversaturated at the moment.
With every actor and actress,
Everybody's got a
one.
tequila brand.
Yeah, there's a lot of new shit just constantly coming out. But like a whiskey or maybe like a good aged rum or something. So I don't think it costs that much money. You just got to know the right people, like
For sure.
where to source it from and all that stuff. So
That would be fun, man, to have your own thing. I was thinking, man, Ron bartending and shit. We could be pushing our own fucking bourbon out there.
Yeah, that'd be dope. And then look, we got Club Dirty. He'd
Fuck,
give him
yeah, man.
give him a fucking little
1 ounce. Give him 1 ounce
him
of
1 ounce
bourbon.
to
Be
try.
like, we want 73 videos.
We are now a sponsor.
Like Chris Rock and what was that? I'm gonna get you, sucker. Just put a little bit.
Right.
Just one rib. I need one rib.
So out of the two, what's more of your favorite?
Root beer.
The root beer?
Yeah, I get way more drink suggestions with the orange, but root beer I prefer.
Yeah.
What's your favorite combo with these two so far?
Well, I think that vanilla one, as far as a shooter, that's probably one of my.
that shit look good.
I want to try it.
Why that
dude.
shit look good.
I would want to try both of those, a shooter, like a half and half or something.
Yeah, I could shoot you guys. They just sent me an extra bottle by mistake, so I could shoot you guys. I'll leave these with you guys, and I'll shoot you that bottle. You could try it out.
And they keep these in the freezer.
Yeah, I would. I prefer it out of the freezer.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Ice
yeah, they
cold.
were
cold.
ice cold when we just took our sips.
Fuck, I want to try it.
I know you were just saying tequila's like pretty big right now. All the actresses. What's your favorite tequila brand right now?
Man, there's a lot of them. One that I'm working with that's probably one of my favorites is Comisario. There's Fort Elena is a real good one, but it's becoming like one of the sought after bourbons where you gotta get
What is it called?
Fortaleza.
That's a bourbon?
No, it's a
The tequila.
Oh, my.
Fortaleza. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
But they only, is it like a limited batch kind of thing?
Well, it was everywhere, but then it got so popular, and now liquor stores are putting it out for like 5 times the.
Yeah, that's what happens, man.
It's like a fucking Nike shoe, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of, and you know what's funny is I completely wrote off tequila before I started doing these videos because I was like, it just turned me into a violent person every time I drank.
Yeah.
Jose Cuervo, so I was like, man, I can't fuck with that shit. But then someone's like, no, you got to try good tequila.
Yeah, I was saying that's why it's fucking Jose Cuervo.
So yeah, a lot of them. There's what's it called? Don Ramon's another good one. There's like a lot of brands I was exposed to that they're really good. And a lot of them, you know, Blanco, I've always thought is just a mixer, but there's some that their Blanco's so good you could drink that shit straight.
Right. And then what about vodka? That like just straight.
There's one called Florena. I think I just tried it for the first time a couple months ago. I think it's by far the best vodka I've ever had. You know, vodka is kind of, to me, it's like it's shitty, it's okay, or it's great. Not like but this shit was just like, holy shit when I tasted it.
Where would Tito's be on that scale?
Shit.
No.
Really?
You know,
I always thought Tito's looked like a tequila. It was the weirdest thing to me. When I first heard Tito's, I was like, this shit is a vodka.
made in Texas.
Is it?
Yeah. It's
The branding of it though is like it looks like a tequila too.
Doesn't it? Dude, I remember the first time I saw it, everything about it, like the brown label, nothing about it came across as like a vodka. I thought even the name Tito's reminds me of like a Spanish type name where I was just thinking it was tequila, and it fucking threw me off. It's cool, I'll drink it, but I'm not really a vodka drinker either.
And I've been in the bar business a long time, and I remember about 05, 06 is when I first came across Tito's. What's it called?
Tito's.
I couldn't fucking give that shit away, and it blows me away how popular it's become in the last few years. You know?
I'm pretty sure the first place I saw that shit was on an airline. I don't know which airline, but Tito's was like their vodka that they had that they were pushing, and I thought it was a fucking tequila, like I said, but I don't know. It's hard for me to judge a vodka.
Not really being a fan of vodka.
You know,
I mean, I'll drink it, bro, but I've never had a vodka where I'm like, dude, that shit is hella good. I want some more vodka.
It's all just like rubbing
never
alcohol.
happened.
I was never a vodka drinker either, and I didn't know that there was much of a difference between any of them. But have you ever had that Crystal Skull vodka by Dan
seen it.
Aykroyd?
Yeah.
That shit is fucking disgusting. That shit tastes horrible.
There's only been like
Dan
one
Aykroyd?
vodka that I've actually like enjoyed, and it's Ciroc. I just feel like I don't know,
That's
just because
that
it's
P. Diddy.
flavored. Yeah, I think it is.
And it's a lower
but
proof, too.
It is a lower proof, but that's the only like vodka I really liked. And I would kind of mix it too. Like coconut with some pineapple juice or something. You know what I mean?
I
Like
like to get a bunch of dudes together at a pool party and sip Ciroc.
out of the same fucking cup.
With Diddy.
With
Fuck yeah,
Diddy.
with Diddy. Take that.
Well, I know I like mixed drinks or shooters, and like I said, I don't really know anything about alcohol. So I typically will get like a Tito's with some type of sweet thing to mix it, and I think it's great.
I mean, you could get a big ass handle of Tito's for what, like fucking $30,
$20 or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
I feel like vodka is like one of the alcohols though that people don't really just sip. Like if you drink a vodka,
Unless it's
you-
in a martini or something.
yeah, but like it just straight like nobody orders a fucking vodka on the rocks. Like
Nobody's really doing
wrong with
shots of vodka,
Yeah,
right?
I would
yeah,
never
right
do it.
either.
Like if you're doing
Vodka.
shots, you're doing shots of like whiskey or tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's something like this that's like pre-made.
For sure. Yeah.
You know, Tito's and soda have become so popular in the last 5 years that bartenders actually started naming it the basic bitch because I guess every girl would come. Girls, on diet.
Tito's and soda?
Tito's and soda with a lime or extra lime. That's the basic bitch.
Extra lime.
We know what, they were pretty smart when they blew up off of that gluten-free shit. And the reality is, all
All
alcohol,
vodka is gluten free.
all alcohol that's not flavored is gluten.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
These motherfuckers
So
act
they
like
just
yeah.
added that label
so
to make more people
When
want
they
it.
put that on the label, that's when they blew the fuck up, man. Because there was this. I don't know if you guys remember.
that was genius.
13 years ago. There was this huge fucking gluten
Gluten
free
breakout.
Everybody fucking was going gluten free, and
That's why there was somebody that they would only drink Ciroc because I think Ciroc is made from like fucking potatoes or some shit. I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, it's not like a lot of other
Grapes.
vodkas.
I thought it was grapes.
Maybe grapes. I don't know. I don't know what it's made of.
Some
but it's gluten free.
vodkas are
Yeah.
potatoes and I don't
There's
know.
vodka could be corn, wheat, potato. I think that's it.
Is it?
Is what it's based out of.
You ever tried Chopin vodka?
Chopin. No.
I've heard of it.
It's after Frederick fucking Chopin.
Douglas. Oh,
Isn't that a fucking artist or some shit?
No, you remember in Tombstone? Who are you playing? When Doc was over there on the piano getting it, and he's like, "Who's
Oh,
that?"
yeah,
He's
he-
like, Frederick fucking Chopin. Chopin was like I don't know, a composer maybe or something. Why? Obviously, if he's playing piano shit after him, he's old school. It ain't like an actor we would know or something.
It's done.
Your tunch is fucked up.
Yeah, that Tunchin.
So what has been your favorite thing since you started doing this? Like, what do you love the most about it?
Just getting to try all the different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you said like when you're drinking with your friends and stuff, do they try a lot of the stuff that you put out there?
Well, they'll come over and go, "Oh, I want to try that one thing you tried the other day." So, yeah, I get a lot of that. But
That's
and then they divert right back to what they always do.
It
was
just
good,
real
but-
quick, and then they're like, "All right, get out the
wasn't
fucking
isn't my
Modelo."
everyday drinker.
And then I'm sure a lot of your viewers want to know this, but are all your reviews 100% honest?
Yes. A lot of people think I like everything, but if a brand, and I tell them this up front, if a brand sends me something and I don't like it, I'll leave it up to them whether or not I post. I'm not going to bash a brand new brand. I'll give them my feedback, and they could, they still could change their formula, do something like that. Like, for example, I got a rum that was sent to me, peanut butter flavored rum. And when I smelled it, I was like, "Oh, this smells just like Screwball. This is going to be good." I drank it. Tasted like ass. It was the worst shit I ever tasted. So I just told him, I said, "Man, I don't even know what to tell you is wrong with it. It just tastes to
just
me
not
like I'm
good."
drinking kerosene or something."
Right.
So yeah, so I never posted it. They didn't want me to post it. Most of them will say, "Give me your honest review," but when I tell them I don't, like it,
Yeah.
They're like, never mind. Let's not post that.
Give me your honest review as long as it's favorable.
Have there been any brands that are like, no, it's okay, like you can post it if you don't like it?
now I had one that told me, "Go ahead and post it if you don't." It's that one, the cotton candy, so fluffy or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it's like they have it's called Taster Rainbow, which is supposed to be like Skittles flavored. They can't call it Skittles flavored, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's called Rainbow Candy. And then So Fluffy, which is cotton candy. And he's like, "Just post a video. You don't have to tell me about it. If you don't like it, I'll post it. It'll get my name out there either way."
I think that's good though too. It's like fuck it, whatever. I ain't tripping.
But it wasn't bad. It was. I mean, it's a flavored vodka that has no sugar in it, but it's got like sugary ass flavors.
Right.
Yeah. So it wasn't bad. I was surprised.
Are those the two you've been doing recently? The cotton candy and the you say it tastes like a cross between Skittles and Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Is that that one?
Yeah.
If you can say like what's the biggest brand that's like reached out to you, biggest alcohol brand?
Biggest. I don't get like a lot of. I get like. I mean, Screwballs reached out to thank me. Not. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything, but like I have Coke just sent me a thing that I don't know what it's for yet. I just know it's a new product.
Oh, dope.
So I don't know what that's all about. So they reached out and I filled out all the paperwork. I got to see. But like a lot of them, like
I'd like that one. I'd make sure I'd like that one.
so there's another big soda company that I won't say their name, but they reached out to me last year and they tried to get me to sign a contract saying I was going to like it.
Like, well,
And I
damn.
wouldn't do any of the competitor stuff. So
Wow.
and they were actually offering quite a bit of money, but I wouldn't. I said, just send me the product and I'll tell you whether or not I like it.
Yeah.
They want to do it. So
They're like, no, you have to agree that you're gonna like it no matter what. Yeah.
So even if you're fucking taking a sip of that shit and you're making all these fucked up faces, you gotta say,
Oh, no, it's
this
all great.
is really good.
This is great.
So good.
So for the most part, if you're saying like, well, goddamn, it's because you actually really think it's good. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
There's very like I share a lot of your videos, but I make sure I share the ones where like you give it a 10 out of 10, and which is not, you know, you rate a lot of them pretty high, but there's rare that you do a 10 out of 10.
yeah, I'll get a lot of feedback on that too. You rate most of your drinks high. Well, I got thousands to choose from. I'm gonna pick the ones I think, you know, are
Right.
gonna work. So
Well, and also like,
Well,
I
and,
feel
and
like-
like you just mentioned, you might not be posting shit that's negative. You're like letting them make, like, you're like saying, look, man, this is my true opinion. I'll post it if you want me to, but
yeah,
I'm not gonna, like, you're not really trying to just rip up people's fucking brands and shit.
yeah. Because like I said earlier, if that's just my opinion. I mean,
It's, subjective stuff.
yeah, like I can't stand what's it called? What the hell's it called? That raw fish.
Sushi.
Sushi, yeah. Why did I forget?
You
that?
didn't even know the name.
But yeah, I can't stand sushi, but everybody I know loves it.
Fuck, I love that shit.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's nasty because
You're right.
I don't
Yeah.
like it. But
It's just not for you.
Right.
Yeah. I wonder too, like, I was just thinking about this too, like, is there ever a point where you got to just start telling people no because you don't have fucking space to hold all this alcohol? Like, you're like, I would like to try it, but I don't got no room for this shit no more.
well, shit. Lately, I kind of got to where I had my garage was getting full, so I started giving shit. Like my dad took hella shit, my mom took hella shit, and yeah, so I had
It's
to
a
clear-
trip. I've been in his liquor room where he films the videos at. It's fucking dope as fuck, bro.
I bet.
I mean, he has so much fucking, like, I think he has everything E40's ever fucking made, like any alcohol. He has that like up on the top shelf. He gave me a Mac Dre soda. I think it's in the fridge right
Oh, that's
there.
dope.
He fucking all this cool fucking shit, all these cool looking bottles and just fucking cool shit. My favorite was just the Tipsy though. It's a great looking bottle.
Just the tipsy.
What is the Mac Dre? The energy drink or something?
He had energy drinks. He had a soda. He did with popsicle or exotic pop.
Yeah.
And then he does beer with the brewery out in. Well, he doesn't do it, but
Yeah.
his mom does it with a brewery out in Livermore.
That's the one with Mac Dre on the fucking.
Yeah.
They got like 5 different.
It's little IPAs and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Those are cool looking cans.
That's dope. She's still making money off that.
That's good, man.
Good for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hey, on these reviews, do you try to not read reviews because people are so fucking negative most of the time, or do you go try to read all your review, like comments?
He definitely interacts in there because I'll see him on there fucking correcting people or fucking doing
Because
whatever he does.
you know what, man, I've heard it from a lot of people that are successful and are like public figures. Really, you don't even like, you're doing good when all the hate's rolling in, and that's unfortunate, but it's a reality. Do you does that bother you? Do you read them? Do you try not to read them?
I try to, sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the comments, but I do try to read them. The shitty ones are annoying as hell sometimes and irritate the fuck out of you. But I just try to look at it like, well, shit, you had 20 positive comments. You got this one shitty one.
Yeah.
And then you go look at the dude's page and you're like, oh, this dude's just miserable.
Yeah, some old ass man wondering why you wear a flat brim hat.
Yeah.
He's from fucking Arkansas and he's 82. Like,
Got a bad leg.
yeah, dog's always bothering with it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, because like Jay said, like if you're not getting bad reviews, then you're not doing something right.
It's
Because some people just hate.
unfortunate. It's like an unfortunate truth, but if you're doing good, motherfuckers hate on you. It's sad,
Whenever I
man, but
tell
it's
you
just
guys-
like human behavior.
where's that
I don't
tweet at?
care. Like motherfuckers hate on us. I don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say, whenever I told Jay that someone like said anything bad about us, he gets hella excited. He's like, "Yes, we gotta keep it going." It's like
gotta do
almost
that again.
encouraging to him
because cancel me, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, but then I will say when it's my bread and butter, because it's not right now. You know, it's easy for me to say that right now, but if once it's paying the bills and shit, am I gonna feel the same way? Because the way I feel right now, it's like I don't give a fuck, man. Like whatever. Like I hope I offend a couple people. I'm not trying to please everybody out there. Fucking fuck off.
And I also think the biggest thing is not just the people for him, it's the social media site within itself. Like if he says one thing, Facebook will put it where he can't make videos. So then for 3
Yeah.
months, he's stuck without money from Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or.
But yeah, so my last thing was some dude sent me a message. You're a bitch. You won't do my drink suggestion. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit.
God, dude.
I commented back, fuck you. And then they said, this is a warning. One more time, we're cutting you. You know,
Damn.
it's going to affect you. We might take your whole count down.
Like, what about that
Like, yeah, what
motherfucker? yeah.
Because I'm not the type that's going to go report him.
Oh, yeah.
It's mine now.
Nah, that's the weird shit though too, and I gotta imagine too, like, you know, being just like this like figure on social media, you want to like try to find this balance, right? Of like engagement, you're engaging with your fans and shit too, but then you don't want to get caught up in all the bullshit because you have a lot of people who are just trolling. They just want to
Oh,
talk
dude.
shit just to get likes and be funny.
I was
you know what
just
They don't even
thinking
care
when-
about your shit.
When you told that dude "fuck you," you made that dude's day. He jizzed himself in his mom's basement. He's trolling people from his grandma's basement
got
and
a
shit. And he's like,
response.
"Oh, good, Club Dirty."
That's like almost
said "fuck you."
That's almost like meeting them somewhere out in public and wanting to fight them, huh, Jay?
Why you gotta throw that out me?
Why you gotta bring
'Cause
up old shit?
I got sucked up in it before.
Boy, you
and
gotta bring up
yeah.
old shit.
No, I did. Somebody was talking shit, and I talked shit, and afterwards I felt like a fool, dude. I'll tell you that. I felt like a fool. I was like, God damn, man, like this dude's trolling hard, and I'm over here like, bro, I'll be at this spot later on the night. It come through, you know what I mean? And obviously nothing came out of it because dude was just a fucking troll. But afterwards I was like, what the fuck am I doing? You know? Like,
Yeah. I think that's
I felt, I don't know, man. I felt like dude drugged me down to his level, you
But
know?
also, like he was saying, like the way he was raised with his dad is similar to you guys. Social media wasn't huge when you guys were younger.
Exactly, it's
So you
hard.
guys
was
were learned to
non-existent.
defend yourself, and you demand respect from people. So when you guys are on social media and you're seeing these comments, of course it's just trolls and stuff. But your first thing is like, oh no, fuck
fuck
you,
you,
I'm
fight
gonna
me.
defend myself. Like,
Yeah, you
My
ain't-
first thing is to see something when I don't agree with it, or is just to keep moving. Like I see all kinds of political posts or whatever, and I just fucking that ain't for me, and I just fucking bypass it.
yeah,
I
but
do
that's
get-
not when it's about you. Because when he came on here last week saying that someone on the page, on the
Yes,
old page,
yeah.
got all disturbed about it. So
Right.
if it was people commenting,
does- it
like if
hurts.
someone was commenting under you right now, like, oh, you're too old to be wearing your shirt like that, you would be like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is that? Let me
that
see
sounded
him.
personal.
You know
God
what
damn.
I
I
mean?
would
Like,
do that.
it's
It's
different when it's
hard.
about you.
Hey,
Yeah.
I get mad sometimes when somebody says something. I go through his comments and shit just to see what people are saying.
You're getting mad for him.
I'll get into it. I'll start talking shit, and then he surprised me because he came back at dude too, and I was like, yeah, we jumped him. we internet jumped
Social
this dude.
media jumped his ass.
got-
Twitter fingered his
You
ass.
got virtually jumped, motherfucker. No, I mean I've ran into this too because like I used to do music and anytime I would post a video, there'd just be people that just get on there and just talk shit. And like it took me a moment to realize like they're not talking shit about me because they don't even know me. You know what I mean? They're just on there because they would just want to talk shit. And it's like trying to find that balance of like, you know, like not giving a fuck. And what I would do to like just piss them off, I give them a positive comment. I'm like, you're such a nice person, man. I appreciate you for spending time and just watching my video and
Taking time out of your
day to comment something. I appreciate you. And I feel like that right there just digs in their fucking soul so bad. They're like, fuck you. Why are you nice?
Hey, remember when that dude did some dirty shit to Drake and Drake shot out his old lady?
Yeah, and fucking met up with his old chick. Yeah, that's cold blooded.
Hey, that's next level
next
shit
level
right
shit.
there. Be like, you want to talk shit, man?
Yeah.
I'm going to get your old lady.
I'm gonna sign your bitch.
So Dustin, I see you brought some lemonade.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. So this is. I had to get the big ass bottle. They didn't have the regular size one. But one drink suggestion that tripped me out was this dude. I think it was Daniel Whitaker from Instagram. Said, man, mix the root beer soda jerk with simply lemonade. Tastes dead on like butterscotch.
Really?
What the fuck?
No, it's
What?
Oh,
That's
I
hard to
want that.
believe.
Ain't no way in hell, but it tastes like butterscotch.
Well, damn.
Here,
You guys
can-
got to check that out.
Try that out.
I'm trying this one.
At this point, I don't know which one was my root beer one, but fuck it. Go one at a time so we don't mix.
there, yeah.
Man, I wish I could try some of this shit.
I got something you could try.
It's like getting one of those little vodka bottles.
Yeah.
Oh, I want the whole fifth on plate.
My bad. I can't give you all of
I
that.
want that 750.
So would you say more of, because when people are just messaging you, telling you to try these mixed suggestions, that's not really a contract that you have where you have to like tell them like it's like you don't go to that person first and tell them like, oh no, that wasn't good. Like if someone just commented on your TikTok try
TikTok.
try these two, would you make a video saying like, oh no, I don't like that?
Yeah, if the mix was no good, it's just
Right.
it's the bottle reviews where if I don't like the
You want to
bottle,
reach out to
yeah,
them.
reach
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him not like somebody's concoction that they've said. And he'll be like, make a face and be like, oh shit.
Yeah. I think that makes sense though. When it's a brand, you want to be a little bit more, careful because you don't want to
yeah,
you
other
don't want to
brands
shit on their brand or something. You're like, nah, you know what? I just didn't like it. I'm not gonna post a video.
Yeah,
but
and
for
then-
somebody who's doing, they're like, hey, try this mix. You're like, nah, bro, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That tastes like shit.
Yeah. Well, and then other brands are gonna see it and go, oh, well, he ripped that other. Brand.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna reach out to him. Fuck that.
Dre, you got to try that.
Oh, thank you.
That's butterscotch. That's that old butterscotcher.
Need a new cup?
Damn, it smells like butterscotch.
He's saying root beer schnapps and that lemonade tastes like butterscotch.
It smells like it too.
You know, the root beer reminds me of the root beer candies.
This shit
barrels.
smells.
Did you smell it?
No, I haven't. I'd like to smell it though.
This shit smells like grandma's Werther's, like the little Werther's candies.
Oh, smell it.
Yeah, it's gonna taste like a tin can.
Wow, it actually does smell butterscotchy.
Yeah. That is hella crazy.
You gonna want to?
Yeah, he's gonna want to try some.
I'm gonna try mine right now too, since I seen.
Oh
since
my
I tried it.
god.
I'll give him a new cup since he stacked them.
Tastes like lemon meringue pie.
Like a lemon meringue.
Wait,
pie.
I really like this.
That's good.
I do like a lot.
You tasted it?
It's like hella
Yeah.
mellowed out. It's a lot mellowed out, but
Jay, here's your.
And you've tried this already before? This is really good.
I could see the butterscotch a little bit, but that lemon's kind of kicking in a little bit there too. I don't know. It's hard to explain though.
Maybe pour,
I guess the
pour that in there.
Who came up with this, dude? Who was like lemonade and root beer?
right.
Yeah, a lot of the combos I get, it's like, where?
Yeah, why did
What
you
made
try
you put
that?
those
Yeah.
two together?
You know what I've heard is fucking root beer and what's the black licorice alcohol?
Jaeger.
Jaeger. Root beer and Jaeger.
That's actually not bad either.
Really?
Oh, you tried that? What's it taste like?
the root beer and Jaeger?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just heard people like tell me to like mix it, but I'm like, that just sounds fucking disgusting. Black licorice and
Jay,
root
you
beer.
have to try it and let us know what you think.
I like Metamucil and Ensure.
Yeah. Fuck, that is good.
I
That
like
is
to
hella good.
mix my protein powder with prune juice.
I wanna
Did you
get-
guys already give
Yeah.
everybody get their feedback?
Yeah, we're just waiting on you.
Damn. Let me get off into this.
No pressure. or
Ray
nothing.
said his tastes like lemon meringue pie.
I think it's amazing.
I don't know about, was it butterscotch?
It tastes like butterbeer from Disneyland.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Oh,
never had
from
it either.
fucking Universal Studios.
Yes, it
from,
does.
From,
the Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Man, that shit's actually pretty good, man.
It's called the Harry Potter.
The old Harry Potter.
The old Potter Harry.
That's pretty good, dude.
That is good.
That's pretty
Let me
fucking
try.
good. No. It's I wouldn't say butterscotch. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's
hard to explain.
like who lemonade and root beer. What is it?
It's a weird mix. I have a question.
I do kind of get that. I don't know if it's because you're saying it, but
What is he saying?
Lemon meringue.
pie.
I thought you were fucking around, Dre.
No, there is like, I mean, there's that little tint of like lemon. He might be onto something
Yeah,
here.
yeah, because the meringue is like burnt a little bit. Yeah, it's got a little sweet sour. That's lemon meringue right there. Lemon meringue liquor.
That lemon meringue.
I licked her.
So I didn't really know like how deep the alcohol world got and all these like different mixtures and drinks. But when we were in Boston, everyone was ordering pancake shots. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I'll try one. And in my
Fucking
head, I was
bomb.
like, it's not gonna taste like, and it literally
That shit was
tastes like
dessert.
an Eggo's waffle with syrup on it. Like,
Yeah, that
have
shit
you
was
had that
good.
before?
I did that one too. Yeah.
I
That shit
was
was
like,
hella
and
good.
then that's when I realized, like, oh my god, people could really
You
like.
could, yeah, you could whip
change
some shit
alcohol.
up.
They love that at that bar in Gloucester.
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 What was the
it
name of the
fucking-
bar?
The
What was-
local
Patties?
Patties. Yeah, Patties.
No, was it?
Pratties.
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 Yeah.
Pratties. That was a
Shout out
good
to
bar.
Pratties, man. They loved us there. That shit was so
We had
dope.
a great time.
Yeah, we
had
did.
hella fun
We
there.
spent 8 hours in that motherfucker.
And then
Yep,
another
all
drink
fucking day. We was
that I recently
ball. That
had
shit was dope.
at this bar I can't stand. It was like a chocolate cake.
yeah.
Where you bite the lemon with sugar.
Yes. I didn't like that one, but it could have been because of the place I was at. But
What do you do? Break it down real quick.
It's like Frangelico.
Frangelico and vodka, citron
Yeah.
vodka
Yeah, and you shoot it and immediately bite the lemon.
on
with
sugar.
Sugar on it.
Yeah.
Dude, remember when did pickle juice back
For the whiskey.
Probably about 5 years ago that came out. Picklebacks became a thing, and they started off with Jameson picklebacks. Now they got a pickleback for everything. They do picklebacks for everything now.
I wonder, like, sometimes I wonder, like, who's the first person to find this shit out? They're like,
Son,
damn,
dude.
this fucking drink tastes like pancakes
Well, that's
and
just
bacon.
like we were saying, like,
what
who-
the fuck?
Who's the first motherfucker that went in a place and was like, "Do you got pickle juice back there?"
Yeah. Can you pour a little bit of pickle juice in there?
Or like, fuck, I want root beer schnapps and fucking
Lemon
lemonade,
juice,
and
yeah.
goddamn, that tastes like butterscotch. I mean,
God,
that's
all
wild.
you got is a Coke back for this Jameson. What else you got back there?
I feel like it just must
Oh,
be
you got
somebody
pickle
who.
juice.
We got an old jar of pickles. Let me try
Let
that.
me get some of the juice.
It just had to
Have
be
you
somebody
tried-
like at their house and they're like, well, fuck, man, I don't got no chaser, but I got pickle juice. You know what I mean? Like, let's try that out.
have you tried pickle juice? Like anything mixed with pickle juice?
No, it's not a. You don't mix it. You.
Well, I'm just
I,
curious.
do you mix it?
Well, fuck, they don't they have a pickle juice flavored vodka out now?
I think they do. There is some kind of pickled flavored alcohol.
Yeah, was working with the brand. Well, I still kind of work with them. It's they have a pickle juice vodka or a pickle vodka and a jalapeno vodka.
How are they?
They're both really good.
Jalapeno vodka makes great Bloody Marys.
Sounds like
I
it would.
bet it
Great
should.
bloody
sounds like it
That-
would.
you shouldn't make it with anything else than that.
They're fucking amazing.
I love like beers that have some kind of peppers, like fucking a habanero beer or something.
It
They're fucking
seems
good. Like it's
hella weird
it
to
has like a
me,
little spice to
dude.
it, but it's good though.
It seems so like such a weird fucking combination. Like now, if I'm online, I'll see people like using like hot infused. It's like a jalapeno or something infused, like a pepper, and I'm like, God, that seems so fucking weird, man.
Yeah,
I like spicy alcohol.
yeah, it's not bad.
So I'm curious, looking at the business aspect of what you do, with your family and friends. Like once you started, was everyone like really supportive?
Yeah.
Did you have haters like, oh man, you ain't never gonna do nothing with that shit?
No, not really.
That's awesome.
dope.
What about Club Dirty groupies?
Yeah,
You know what's funny is I got this message from this guy. Well, first
a dude.
he ordered, he ordered hella merch from me, and he had an unusual first name. That's how I remembered. But then he inboxed me and goes, "What? How do I join Club Dirty? I really want to be a member." I was like,
Bro,
"What?"
you need
like, I didn't have a
membership.
membership.
Yeah.
That's why I said I should. Well, first you got to pay the $3,000 initiation. But yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's how you get in.
What was that Stan? I think we'd be good together.
Dear
No, but
Dustin, you still haven't wrote me back.
That's
what
awesome though.
I'm interested though too. Like, obviously you don't got to get into numbers and shit, but like, what part of like, you know, your business as a whole is like makes the most money? Is it like ad revenue? Is it, you know, like sponsorship? Like what is the biggest kind of like breadwinner for you?
I'd say it's probably a balance between the commission from the liquor sales, which my commission isn't huge, but just surprisingly, so many people go and do it that
That's dope.
I get a lot from that. I'd say it's a split between that and then the ad revenue between YouTube and Facebook. Facebook probably pays the most.
Damn, no
Facebook,
shit.
I had a few months. Facebook started their Reels thing, and they wanted to snatch those people back from TikTok that left to watch the short videos of TikTok, so they were paying big on Reels. And I had a few months where I was making $20,000 a month just for my Reels on Facebook.
God
I know I got a friend who he's a musician and shit, and he started doing reels because they, you know, were telling him like, you know, this is where the money's at, and they fucking were just breading them out. I'm like, fuck, and it was just competition. They're like, well, we want to be better than TikTok, you know, we want to like start getting our shit
I
up.
love it. I love you got caught up in the middle of a fucking tech war.
Oh, that's dope.
and profited off of it.
Yeah, that's
Well, you
good
know-
shit, dude.
But then when the rumor started that, you know, the TikTok ban thing,
Yeah.
now they don't pay for that anymore.
Oh,
still
because
pay
they're
for-
all cocky and shit
yeah,
now.
They pay
huh?
for the ads still, which I do okay on ads, but they don't pay that bonus they were paying. So,
Yeah, that's crazy.
which I don't, you know, my personal opinion is I don't think they're going to make Facebook go or TikTok go completely away.
No.
Right.
I like, you know what's crazy, man, is out of all of them, TikTok's the only one that I've ever spent any considerable amount of time on. I never did that shit with Facebook. I never did it with Instagram. Like now, Instagram's probably second. I don't even have a Facebook.
Sorry.
So Instagram, I mean, I guess for me, it's not. It's TikTok, and then I'll occasionally be like in and out of Instagram.
I think it's because TikTok, you're seeing stuff of people that you don't follow. So you're seeing a whole bunch of mixtures of stuff, where on the other social medias, most of the stuff on your feed is people that you follow.
Well,
You know
now
what I
it's
mean?
now it's
feel
not
like
like that though either. Like you get so many different videos, like even on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube too, like with the shorts and the reels. Like they give you so much different shit, like not even from people you're following.
You guys remember how much I used to talk shit about TikTok and
Yeah.
you know that I didn't understand it and all that. I am spending so much more time watching, and I don't know.
It's
and I'm sure some
addictive,
of
bro.
Fucking
I'm sure
addicting.
some of them are TikToks, but I'm watching all these fucking videos that come across. Like, it's not at the top of my social media, but they'll come like in the middle of my thing. and
Middle
they'll
of
just
stories and
I
shit,
guess
yeah.
those are reels.
Yes,
and
yeah.
I'll just watch those, man. And there's
And it's TikTok.
and you get for Instagram,
I don't know
probably
if it's
Instagram or
TikTok not, but
Facebook.
they're- yeah.
They're real. They're
and,
just like
and they know what you like. They know like I like watch workout videos and what's
Yeah.
another thing on there like some political stuff.
Mermaids.
Yeah, well, man, kind of Eric because like
Conspiracy
because I
theories.
follow like this guy called
hey,
Mr.
man.
Ballin, and it's like these mysteries and shit like that. And
Conspiracy theories.
love
you
that
fucking
shit,
hit
bro.
my,
Justin,
you
I
hit
have
my
a-
sweet spot right there.
I have a question for you. So most of your videos are pretty short. Is this your first time like going on a podcast?
I did one other one with a guy named Jake Fever, but it was like
Like a one-on-one kind of.
over the phone or what.
Okay, yeah.
So that was the first one I did. I was telling him I've been getting hit a lot lately, but
How does it differ? Like, do you have any anxieties? Like, or now that you're like more into it? Because I know that your videos are like normally a little shorter and stuff. So do you have any anxieties when it's like longer and it's?
I wouldn't say anxieties. I think I overthink a lot, just in general. So like sushi. How the fuck did I forget with sushi? Yeah, shit like that where you know you're trying to think too fast and it's just
did you have any anxieties about coming here today?
no, not really.
I know. I thought I had planned on calling you today, and this fool hit me, and I was like, "Hey," I was on the phone with the chiropractor, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna hit you right back." But I was surprised that you called, like you know.
Yeah, the only thing I kept thinking, how am I going to work the drink in there? Where are we going to do that? Well, but
I think it came
Happens
out
naturally,
good. I
yeah.
like, dude. I think my favorite out of the three is the lemonade and root beer, which
Me
is
too.
which
Really?
seems which seems fucking insane,
Super mellow.
man.
I feel like with some ice, I can like sip on this for like all
dude,
night.
that's our summer drink. Let's do this shit.
these two together are good too.
I was gonna say,
Really?
why don't we mix those ones?
You
We're
guys
about
are
to
gonna
have
be
some
fucking
new mix.
hamski.
I am. I'm gonna go ham ski tonight.
I got a question. Favorite rapper of all time?
Probably Mac Dre.
Yeah, hello.
There we go.
That's everybody, I think, in this room.
Anybody in the Bay, if you ain't fucking with Mac Dre.
Where did you grow up?
Fairfield.
Fairfield?
And funny story is the first time I interacted with Mac Dre, we were about to get in a fight at the mall.
No
With,
shit.
with Mac Dre?
I don't remember what happened, but he was just looking at me funny, and I knew who he was because he was just coming up then, and he had two big ass fucking dudes with him. So he said something smart or something, so I just squared up with him, and the two big dudes walked away.
They're like,
They
handle it.
left his ass.
And then we just ended up talking or whatever and cool, and then we ended up meeting at a friend's house later on, and everything was cool after that. But,
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good story
Yeah,
right there,
heck
man.
yeah.
Mac Dre. I never met him, man. I wish I would have.
I met
I
him.
know. I wish I would have met him.
I was at a birthday party they had at Hilltop Chevys when that was up there, and I met him at a birthday party.
Is the Hilltop Chevys not there
Yeah,
anymore?
I think the motherfucker burned
It
down.
burned down.
It
yeah.
did.
It burned
Oh,
down.
that's an insurance job. That's standard Richmond protocol.
I went to school with his daughter, Vallejo.
Mac Dre's daughter?
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
didn't
know
even
he
know
had
Mac
a
Dre
daughter.
had children.
Yeah, he has kids. Yeah.
there's all kinds of controversy going on with his daughter.
Yeah, there is a
Jay
lot.
Dizzy.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's saying some people were using the shit out of her and shit.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any more questions for Dustin tonight?
Yeah.
I do. I wanted to kind of get into some of the gritty of it too. Is there like a like competition or beef between like alcohol content creators?
No, I get along with pretty much. I've had a lot reach out to me and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing this." I'm just like, "Go ahead." I don't really, I don't have a problem. I get people I'll see talking shit about on
Yeah.
other people's content. Saying, "Oh, you're
Knock off of this person. or
yeah,
something.
knock
Yeah.
off of Club Dirty or whatever." It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I think any niche that people want to watch, you're gonna end up with a whole bunch of people
For
doing
sure.
it. The only time I had a problem with the dude and we squashed it later was this one guy was going on my thing. Everybody leave me a drink suggestion. Hey, come to my page. I'm doing it over at my page.
Yeah.
You
he's
motherfucker,
dedicated his
yeah.
day, so I sent him a message like, that's, I don't care. I'll help you out, but you're crossing the line there.
Yeah. You could have reached out. I would have, shouted you out, or we could have did a collab or something.
So I blocked him from commenting, and then he sent me a message. Oh, I didn't mean it like that or whatever. So we're okay now.
Yeah.
That's probably the only
Yeah,
problem.
because I've seen that a lot too. Like, just like especially like on YouTube, where a lot of content creators like in a certain niche, like they'll have like these little like
Yeah,
competitiveness
little
or little
beefs.
beefs with like other content creators because I mean you guys are all fucking basically shooting for the same goal, right? Like you're trying to get views
yeah,
in
you
the
got the
same
same
little thing.
audience. And
So yeah, it's like you're fighting for those goals and those.
I don't
audiences.
like that Dre's not at the table talking.
I feel like he's just behind there, like watching us.
he's here right now with us.
He's here in
Why
spirit.
don't we have that other mic set up?
I don't know what happened with that. Dre didn't want to
Dre
be
didn't
in
wanna-
this shit.
Dre said, "I don't fuck with y'all,"
He was just gonna focus on the cameras.
and he ain't even focusing on the camera. he's sitting on the
fucking-
couch.
Yeah, he's TikToking.
Why didn't we do
TikToker.
our live shit?
Now he gets up and
did.
goes over
Oh, did
there.
we do live?
Yeah.
Where was
Yeah.
all our live questions?
She cut it short because I guess she wants people to come and watch the. Or
I don't think we had any questions though, too.
Yeah, there was fucking Matty Boy was all over there talking shit.
he
He was
was.
he was in the chat
Okay,
too.
guys. I have a question for you, but I just forgot it because they keep rambling. about
You
different
forgot
stuff.
your fucking question that
It
you
sounded
said
like
you
it was
just
probably
had.
a pretty good one
It's a
too.
great question.
Fuck you guys.
Who are the other kind of big names in this? You said a couple names. One of them reminded me of Snatch, the gypsy people or something. What was?
Well, there's Jones, a man.
No, the Pikey.
Oh,
Pikey.
one big pikey.
So he's got to be from fucking England, right? Europe.
Oh, I don't know. He's I know he said pikey was his nickname growing up.
He gotta be a gypsy Irish dude.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. He lives in Ohio, but I think on TikTok they made him cut he's one big pike now. They made him take the Y off.
What the
Damn.
fuck? They
It's
made him
not-
take the Y
They
off.
said it
his-
was offensive.
Yep.
That's racist.
It's probably offensive to other people that
Don't want to be called pikey.
Man,
But they're fine with Pike?
Yeah, fuck that.
I think that's what those people were calling the gypsies.
What in Snatch, right? Wasn't they were pikeys, right? Like
That's
like
what,
Brad
that's
Pitt
what
and his
other
crew.
people was calling them. I don't think they were calling themselves that.
I'm pretty sure. Let me.
We got to watch that again.
So like, why is pike good but pikey is bad?
That's stupid.
It's
That,
like,
that's
it
so
would be
fucking.
Like, I guess it's like calling somebody.
they made
a
dude
honky or
take the
something.
Y off of pikey.
Yeah.
yeah. Now
so
you gotta call
do
them
you,
honks.
are you in communication with kind of these dudes a little bit here and there?
Yeah, what's funny is I'm in a WhatsApp group chat with hella content creator.
That is awesome.
I like WhatsApp.
That's
WhatsApp is
fucking
dope.
cool.
And that's cool because like it shows that you guys are all working together rather
Like
than
a community.
being in
Yeah, there's a community of
competition.
people. Yeah.
But you said the
Sharing
pikey dude
ideas.
just kind of be slamming shit, like he's hammering shit down, and
Yeah, he'll take drink suggestions every once in a while, but he also does like he calls them sinker and drinker, where he's got a big mug. He'll fill it up
Boilermakers
with
and shit.
beer, yeah, and drop some shit in there.
And he's pretty aggressive, isn't he? I feel like I've seen him pop up on my
Yeah.
thing. Like he like does it hecka fast, like like rough.
Yeah,
I gotta look this dude up.
That's
he
dope.
stirs it with something, throws that shit over his shoulder.
Oh,
I've seen that.
that's a question I have for you too. How did you come up with the stinky pinky?
That was actually sent to me. A guy on TikTok, I think his name's Duck Hunt, said, "Hey, I want to send you something. I've been watching your content. I don't even think he drinks. He just said, I just love watching your shit." He goes, "I want to send you something." He goes, "Hopefully it'll make it in your video. If it doesn't, it doesn't." And it was that finger.
Damn.
The dirty digit.
Yep, the dirty.
The dirty digit,
Yeah,
a
that's what he-
clean ass
that's what he
name
stirs
too,
the fucking-
dude. That's dope.
So I've been trying to find. So that company that makes it, I tried to reach out to him. I was like, "Hey, everybody's asking me where to get it. Can we work a deal where I can either buy some wholesale, or you give me a discount code I can give to my people?" "Oh no, but thanks for all the business you've been sending us."
Damn, that's cold.
So I stopped using it for a while because I was like, "Fuck them people."
Yeah,
But
I
then
don't
so many-
blame you.
Yeah, so many people were.
But people miss getting the finger.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's another company that has it that you'd be able to
I
work with.
searched everywhere. I can't. I want to find someone. That
You
can
need to make your own finger,
Oh yeah,
bro.
you should make one.
I had one.
I thought it was your shit. And one of the way it was in the videos, like he was like, "Let me grab my little finger or whatever." I thought that was definitely some shit that was like your thing.
No, but on my website, every day I get at least 4 or 5 messages. Hey, I
Damn.
can't find the finger stir.
Fucking
Like,
a
sorry,
metal.
someone-
Dude,
any
you
metal
need to-
fabricator could do that.
Fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
sure.
Reach out to fucking Alibaba or whatever these motherfuckers are that be making
That's
shit.
crazy that they wouldn't fucking like as much, revenue you're bringing them. Like, why wouldn't they partner up? It would just bring more money. That's just crazy.
Yeah, and they're constantly sold out because as soon as they get some in stock, they buy them all. And it's a guy, I guess he's a famous bartender. His name's Gaz Reagan or something. But it's a model of his actual finger because I guess his thing.
His actual finger.
He actually
He mixes with his
stirs-
finger.
He does it. That's how he does.
Oh, you're fucking
That's
out of your
fucking
mind.
sanitary.
I don't know about since COVID, but I guess originally he.
Oh, my
He's fingered so many things.
Yeah.
He's fingered everything out there.
Do you get a lot of not just non-alcoholic but alcohol, but maybe like alcohol supplies? Like what would that be called?
Oh, he got the
glasses and all
garage
that kind
full
of
of
shit.
shit.
But like, do people send you that stuff too?
Yeah, I get a lot of that. I get a lot of people. Right now, I'm getting hit with a lot of cocktail smokers. But
What's that?
What is a
like a-
cocktail smoker?
like-
Oh,
Smoking
that's
a-
dope.
smoking old
You
fashioned.
wanted one of those, 'cause you got
Dude,
that
those are. Let's do that on the next one. I want to. Have you tried any of them that are getting sent to you?
So no, because I ordered I got a shitload. I bought at wholesale, so I'm gonna start selling them on my site. But we could definitely do them.
So, dude, I used to. No, I don't want to say used to. Like I frequented the fucking place, but what's the Japanese spot in Napa? Morimoto's. So Morimoto's had a Japanese Manhattan. They discontinued it. I don't know why. It was fucking awesome. You go and get this this Japanese Manhattan, and they bring it out, and it got like a cover on it, and they pull it off, and it's all smoked out with like cherry fucking.
It looked like a little lantern or a little
dome.
lighthouse or
It was
something. It looked
badass,
awesome.
bro. And then you take the first drink, and I don't know if that smoke really infuses in the alcohol or not, but because your nose and it's all kind of combined, so you
whole
get this
experience.
smokiness in it. And then I was pissed they didn't have it. And then recently, I was in bumfucked Egypt. What is the name of this fucking casino town? Where was I at?
You were in fucking Palm Desert, right? Or Palm Springs or
No, it was outside. Yeah, so that's where I was at. But I went to the casino. Where was this shit at? It has something to do with the fucking. What is the show where they're on the beach with the fucking Pamela Anderson?
Baywatch.
Oh, Baywatch.
So it had something to do with the dude. Who's the main dude in that?
The Rock?
the
Rock. Will you knock it off?
Hasselhoff.
So Hasselhoff has this little town that he's like the mayor of. And it's
Yeah,
like
okay,
it's like
yeah.
north of San Diego, but fools from like LA and Palm Desert and shit go down there. And bro, they got this casino. They got a Harris Casino down there that's clean as fuck. It's nice, dude. Like we went there, and we went to a Hell's Kitchen there, and they have one of these fucking smoked drinks again, dude.
That's the one that I was seeing. The picture that the video you sent me or whatever. It fucking had that
Yeah,
like little
yeah,
lighthouse.
that was it. The
Yeah.
lantern thing.
Yeah,
So
lantern.
I can't think of the name of this little town, but it was.
It's like out of like Carlsbad or something, like right around that area. Or
Do
some
you
shit.
like the smoked drink because of the
like
look,
it.
or because does it do something?
So it's
to the
two
taste?
things. No, it's both. It's like aesthetically pleasing. Like you get this smoky
cool.
drink brought out to you, and they pull the top off and smoke. My waiter, when I was just down at the Hell's Kitchen, he like brings it out to me, and he's all. This motherfucker's like fanning the smoke over. I started like,
Wafting?
yeah, he was wafting the smoke over to me, and I was like, dude, this shit is dope. I took a drink. It was a great fucking drink, man.
Does
was
it change the taste?
I think so. Your people don't know this, man. You just think it's all your taste buds, but like your smell and your taste buds are like interconnected to a certain extent. So like if your smell COVID, like if your smell is gone, it's gonna fuck up your taste.
For
Like
sure.
it's all like a little bit of a
connected.
package in there, a little bit. So yeah, it does. It affects the taste, and even though that smoke might not necessarily like get up in the alcohol, like you're getting some smoky shit when you drink.
Yeah.
It was great.
Right.
It's like the whole experience too. Like, I mean, if you go eat somewhere nice, you know what I mean? Like when it looks
Yes,
good and it
fuck
smells
yeah.
good, it
So-
tastes even that much better. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just the whole experience of that shit just
Smoke
makes it 10 times
Smoke
better.
drinks are cool, dude. I dig it. I was mad when Morimoto's, which is like a nice restaurant in Napa too. That's Morimoto. Dude got like a cooking show and all that. It's like,
Oh, no
fuck,
shit.
man, you like go out there, you're eating some fucking really good food. That was the first place I think I tried Wagyu where they brought it out on like a fucking. They didn't even cook it. They just brought you out these little slices of steak with the boiling hot rock. Like this rock was hot as fuck, and you took
Cooking
this,
on that shit.
Yeah, you took the steak strips yourself and you put it over it, and it was super brief. Like it was like 30 seconds on each side, and then you eat this shit. But yeah, that's where I had my first smoky drink or what. It was awesome. I loved it.
So that's a good thing that this just brought me to. Would you be into like trying foods too and different stuff, or are you like strictly like kind of just like doing the drinks?
Yeah, I'd be into trying foods. I have done like a few tastings of things that came out, like snack stuff, but I'm kind of picky on what I eat.
Okay.
But I would always be open to it.
I seen you do something.
I was gonna
you
say, I
made some
saw-
little wrap with bacon or some shit.
Oh yeah, the little bacon wrap smoky.
Yeah, I remember you did that.
So yeah.
Was that like a suggestion to try or something?
No, I was just gonna try to work in like party foods that I've done when I've thrown parties and barbecue and stuff, like the little.
Yeah.
I got I don't know if this is like a question, but would you have any advice to like people who are looking to like do the same thing that you did, like quit their job and really just focus on, you know, content creation and shit like that? Like, would you have any kind of like pointers to give them, or even just encouragement to give them? Because that's a big step too. You know, so I know there's a lot of people who like have these dreams and have these aspirations that they want to, you know, kind of move towards, but
Encourage us. We're all
Yeah,
thinking
like
about
there's-
quitting our jobs.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's just. Well, I was telling him a long time ago, video all this shit, because that's where you get your brand deals and all that shit is when you know you see it. Because I could even hook you up with the marketing company I work with, and you just slap the bottle in the middle of the table, and you guys are sipping on whatever it is, you know.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I think the big thing is just looking out there, see who's successful, what they're doing. I mean, you definitely want to have your own little style, but you could. That's what I did. Is I really looked at people who were successful and what I could take from that, like the catchphrase and the, you know, and I really thought I wasn't going to be successful because everybody was like real high energy, and I'm just laid back and chill. So I thought nobody's going to want to watch me, but I think there was an opening for it, so it took off. But yeah, I think just that and being open to change, because at the beginning I kept changing up little things. I would read the comments. You know, there's a lot of people that will offer you friendly advice. You know, like, oh, you should do this. You know, your sound isn't that great. Maybe work on your sound. So I just really looked at that, and I would take that into consideration, and made a lot of changes. And
That's awesome.
Well, that happened to us too. Like people would say stuff about the sound, and we started working on it. And I think we got it pretty much
Me and you figured it out.
That's what we always do. We're
Yeah.
two-man
They didn't have an IT
I mean, we
guy
had
to figure
other
this shit
other
out.
people are here, but
Adding
just
suggestions or
listen.
whatever.
What do
but
they really do for us?
they listen to
Not really shit. Just drink moonshine. That's
We
about
do
it.
it all. We do it all, Jay. It's tough.
It is.
To all our listeners out there, go check out Club Dirty. He's on every social media platform, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
Are you on YouTube?
YouTube. Definitely check him out. I know that we all need to get some more Club Dirty gear. Ron, you got to put in some orders for
For
him.
sure. I'm putting together an order right now to send to them.
Nice.
It's dope.
Tank tops. People want tank tops right now.
You know,
Yeah,
the
it's
only
that
reason
time of year.
only reason I even got into that part of it was I had a friend that does it all, but I kept trying to meet up with them. I'm like, and then he's one of those you can never get a hold of him. So I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna work because I'm very like
Yeah,
somebody orders
man.
something, shit, I gotta get that shit right out.
Yeah, you did.
So I've always been like that with everything. Got to stay on top of everything. So I was like, oh, well, I started looking into it. I was like, oh, this stuff's not that expensive. Let me buy this and this and this and yeah, it's
That's dope.
so that's why I got into it.
You're on top of that shit, man.
And your quality is amazing.
On point.
Yeah. We dealt with some.
Are you doing the hat
Shit.
shit? You got the hat machine coming? We need some hats, dude.
No,
Yeah, we do.
I'm looking into that. I really want to get an embroidery machine, so
That'd be
that'll
dope.
open up hats and jackets and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, the hats, man.
The hats would be a big one, and beanies and shit.
I'm
too.
like, yeah, let's flat
Shit,
brim that
jackets,
shit.
get some
Let's
good-
flat brim these hats all the way.
Let's get some fucking Letterman jackets.
Yeah, that'd be dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right, any shout outs tonight? First, I'll shout out Club Dirty for coming on here with
Yeah,
us.
right on,
Shit,
man.
so
I
much.
appreciate
Shout
it,
out.
dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I do have some shout outs.
And for the drinks that you brought, I surprisingly liked everything I tried.
I'm still sipping on my
Yeah.
lemonade
Me too.
fucking root beer. I'm liking it.
Shout out to Soda Jerk, man. Fucking hell
yeah,
of a
shout
Soda
out to
Jerk.
Soda Jerk. 'cause
Smell.
that shit
It
is
smells
amazing.
amazing. But they're having services for Wally Gibson, cat we grew up with, pretty well known from East Bay, Richmond, and all that. They're having this funeral service on June 10th at 11 a.m. at the Wilson and Kratzer on San Pablo Avenue, and just for anybody that just to put it out there, fucking Wally was a good ass motherfucker, and I know I'll be there. And shout out Rodale Baseball. I want to shout out my homeboy Inshallah and Jeff LaPerry. Oh, you know what? Happy birthday, Big Ran.
Yeah, man.
birthday,
I saw
Ran.
him all out there,
Yep,
man.
yep, happy birthday,
We
Big
wish
Ran.
you were down here drinking fucking Soda Jerk with us.
Oh, he would have went nuts today. He would have went nuts.
Dustin, do you have any shout outs for us tonight?
I'll just shout out my friends of Lewis family, Andre Lewis. Their brother just got killed in a car wreck the other day. So
Sorry to hear that.
them. They were like the house when we were all growing up that we all hung out at their house. And he lost his mom a couple years ago, lost his nephew right after that, and now his brother just passed away.
Sorry to hear about it, man.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
pray
lot.
for them. Is that it for tonight, guys?
Not me. Shout out my.
Oh
Shout
my
out
God.
my
I never do shout outs.
Congratulations.
I never
My
do shout outs.
sister
I'm gonna shout out my
graduated
niece for
law
becoming a
school.
fucking lawyer.
And Dustin made the shirts.
Yes, and Dustin,
Oh, he did. Yeah, that's right, man.
She was
Mariah's
so
my
happy.
lawyer. That's my niece right there. She's gonna be representing. Now that we got a lawyer in the family, I get to go whoop ass again.
Yeah, we get to do crazy shit again.
I'm getting back
Dustin,
to
she's
drug
got you
dealing
too.
and
You could fight
whooping ass.
everyone.
But it's going to have to be done before 9 p.m. because that's what time I go to bed.
Eric, did you have any shout outs tonight?
I just wanted to send a second shout out to Jeff, man. I know that just recently his fucking Facebook got hacked and they shut the whole shit down. So if anybody knows anybody that can, really kind of dig into some Facebook shit and get that one back, because that's fucked up,
when
man.
I first heard about that, I was like, what's the big deal? But then people said,
All the pictures, all the memories and
all
shit,
the
man.
memories that
Yeah,
come up,
no, it's
man. And
fucked up.
fucking, I am going to miss that, man.
Yeah, and they made it a fucking a Marlon Wayans fucking fan page. I'm like, who the fuck?
my God.
So some dumbass hacker, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just fucked up.
Shout out.
Thank you.
Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans, yeah. I was like, that's fucking stupid.
Thank you again, Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Everything was
appreciate
so
it,
you so
man.
much for
Thank you
being
for
here.
coming through.
No problem.
Yale when L was rocking bells. Clocking mail, getting it, copping it, flipping it, flipping it.